Hello, everybody. I think I am live. Yeah. All right. So just thought this would be easier. Hop on and do a live because it is Black Friday in the United States, and this just seems to go a little bit faster. Try and make this a little bit shorter than the normal lives, but just takes less time uploading and all of that sort of thing. So, hello. There's people on. Hello, everyone. Um, so happy Thanksgiving for those in the USA or who celebrate, and happy Black Friday for those that treat that like a holiday. I did a little bit of shopping today, not too much, but yeah. So definitely let me know where you're viewing from. You're coming in, and today we're all just talking about what we consider our blessings and how do we kind of how do we show gratitude, how do we deal with gratitude in our life, and kind of what do we do with gratitude, right? Oh, Nebraska. Oh, very cool. Oh, that's awesome. Now, do you have snow yet in Nebraska? Interested to know. So if you don't know, my name is Megan, aka Spirisri. I am the Pagan Perspective Friday host, and I live in Maui, Hawaii. So it was like 80 something today, and definitely not snowy at all. So I'm always interested to hear what's going on in other places. It says yes, we did, but it melted right away. Okay, yep. So I grew up in New Hampshire, in the United States, and so I do know snow. Like I have seen my fair share of snow, so I totally know what you mean about you can get your first snows and then they go away. But I bet it's cold, which that's always I'm definitely now used to the tropical weather. So Atlanta, Georgia. Oh, very cool. Yay. Hello, welcome. So we were talking about our blessings. So I'd love to hear, as you're coming on in the comments, let me know what you're thankful for. What I wanted to kind of talk about today was sort of my method of gratitude and what I try and do. And I guess I would say I am definitely trying to be better at it. I am a planner person, so I have a physical paper planner that I put everything in. If you've been watching me on this channel, you probably know that about me because I make stickers for planners as well on Etsy. So I'm a big planner. And one of the things that I try and do in my planner is to have a space for gratitude. So for the things that I'm thankful for. And I try and make a point every week to write down a few things that I'm grateful for. So this is something that actually comes from my professional life. So I'm a family therapist, child and family therapist, and I specialize. One of my specialties is dialectical behavioral therapy, and so one of the components of DBT, as we call it, is actually having gratitude. So finding things you're thankful for, in particular, 3 things. Generally speaking, if you're doing a full DBT practice, you're going to try and find 3 things you're thankful for every single day. And so that is something that I try and put into my everyday life as well, because DBT is phenomenal for a lot of different diagnoses and things. However, it's good for anybody. Anybody can benefit from just getting things a little bit more organized and finding different ways of thinking about things, so that you don't feel so overwhelmed all the time. So that's it. It's useful for everybody, and you don't need to have anything in order to use DBT. It's there for everybody. And I think being grateful in our daily life can help us, right? It helps settles the brain. We tend to focus on negatives a lot. There's been lots of studies that have shown that it takes a little over 10 positives to undo one negative thing that's said to us. We tend to hold on to negatives. Someone says something bad or we think something bad, and that's the one thing, like one criticism will stick out to us more than 10, really positive things. And so the more that we can kind of show gratitude and think about the positive things in our life, the more balance we're going to bring to our life, because we do have just everybody, we all have negatives. It just happens. So I definitely try and do those 3 things. Orlando, Florida. Dark Dragon says, I'm grateful for my mom wanting to help me grow my herb garden. Oh, that's wonderful. If you haven't been to my personal channel, Sabirasri, definitely check it out. I'm a big herbologist. So I actually studied with Rosemary Gladstar, and so I love herbs. So I'm so excited you're doing an herb garden. Have so much fun. Have a blast. I recommend anything by Rosemary Gladstar. She's phenomenal. And have fun. What a great bonding time with you and her. Let's see. Gratitude's an important part. So Revolution says, if there's a certain tree in their neighborhood that has several birds nested in it, I thanked it for taking care of the birds. Oh, that's beautiful. That's absolutely beautiful. I love that. That's really, really nice. Oh my gosh, that's wonderful. So yeah, I would say gratitude is one of those things that it's like a muscle. It can be really hard sometimes. I know when I've worked with clients and I ask them this and they're in a dark place, it can be really difficult for them to think of anything they're grateful for because they're so focused on the negative. And so the more we exercise, especially when we're feeling stronger, we exercise that muscle of gratitude. It makes it easier when we're not feeling strong and we're feeling vulnerable to be able to access it, right? So it's something that when you're happy, practice gratitude so that when you're not as happy and things are hard, the gratitude can come easier and it can help balance out. It's a muscle and it by no means can fix anything really, but it can help balance things. And it's just one of the many, many, many tools that you can use. There's so many, but I personally am very, very happy that I have a gratitude practice. I love that with the rain. Oh, that's beautiful. So there was, all right, it's going to be a little story time. So Revolution 724, you just reminded me of this when you were talking about, you're saying that you're thanking the house for being strong and solid and that it's able to keep you safe and dry. So I met this woman, and she was a Holocaust survivor, and she had been in the concentration camps, and she had lost all of her family, and she survived. She was young. She got lucky, and she was able to, her body was able to hold on. And she says that, and that's her words, that she got lucky. So she feels that inside. And so she says that now when she's sitting and she has a cold, right? She has a cold or it's been a really bad day. She'll sit down, she'll wrap herself up in a blanket, have a cup of tea, and she'll be miserable is what she called it, right? These are all her words. She'll be miserable, but she sits there and she says, I'm miserable in comfort. And I thought that was so poignant because she had seen, atrocities that I can't imagine. And for her, she still acknowledges that, yeah, I've got a cold now and my nose is stuffed and I'm miserable. I'm miserable in comfort. And so she's grateful for the comfort she does have despite feeling sick or having a bad day, right? Because of what she's known. And so I think about that sometimes when I think about I'm having a really bad day and I really shouldn't have gotten out of bed that morning. And I try and remind myself that, that, yeah, this is sort of sucky, right? This moment. And I have this, and that's actually a DBT thing. So the and is different than but. So we could say, I'm she could have said, right, I'm miserable, but I'm in comfort. Well, that but would have invalidated, right, the miserable part. It would have taken something away from the miserable part, where she feels bad. She's got a stuffy nose, right? We feel bad, and we want to make sure that we validate those emotions because they're real and they're important. And so we use and instead of but. That and allows us to have both of those things, the comfort and the miserableness, at the same time. Two things that are seemingly opposite can be true at the exact same time, and it doesn't have to invalidate the before. So I'm always trying to make sure that I'm encouraging myself, everyone around me, my wife, to use and instead of but, right? And that's a gratitude thing. Just to be grateful that you have that and, right, that you're validating those emotions. Oh man, I'm behind on all my comments here. Thankful. Oh, good. Oh, that's wonderful. Oh, these are so wonderful, everybody. These are great. Oh, excellent. So that's sort of my view on gratitude and how I work that in. I definitely want to be better at it. I know sometimes, I miss days in my planner. Things are crazy, or sometimes I just, let me know if this happens to you too. Some days I just feel like wallowing. Do you ever get that way where you just want to eat ice cream or cookies or something or a whole pizza to yourself, and you just want to wallow in it because it's been such a bad day? I know I get that way sometimes. And I try and remember to myself that I'm doing the best I can, and that it's okay to have all those emotions. It's okay to need to feel bad, right? It's okay. And it's okay to then take the next step out of it and do the next thing in my life, right? That it doesn't take anything away. It doesn't mean it wasn't hard. It doesn't mean that it wasn't, heart-wrenching or I wasn't depressed. It doesn't mean that even if I move on. It's an and. They both are there, and they both are equal. So I try and remind myself of that when I get in that frame of mind, because I definitely have a little bit of that self-judgment that comes in. It's like, you're a therapist, you should be able to get over this, right? I'm like, no, I'm entitled to my feelings just like everybody else is. So I definitely think that that's sort of my view on gratitude, and I'm definitely trying to get better at it. At the same time, I'm going to give myself the leniency that I'm doing the best I can. I think we all are just doing the best we can. So I think that's probably about it for today. Does anyone want to see the puppy? She's here beside me. I don't know if I've shown her in a while. Yeah, this is Bebe. Say hi. She needs a haircut. So, my little pooch. You never had your feels, you wouldn't be able to understand your clients. That is so true, Revolution. That is so true. Yeah, exactly. So, everyone likes the puppers. Bebe, you're loved. We gotta bring you up one more time. Hello, everybody. Hello. She's like, Mom, put me down. What are you doing to me? She's sleepy right now. I just woke her up out of a nap. She was sleeping on me. So she's kind of got, and there's bright lights. So she's got a little bit of that sleepy face. She gets really big bed head in the morning. Like her whole, all her hair will be squished up to one side. She'll be like, wait, what? What? Is it time to wake up? So, yeah. I haven't shown her in a while. You say hi? Yeah. So I think that's about it for today. I'm going to, I think, sign off. We're decorating. We did a little bit of shopping today, and actually took my wife to have her belated birthday celebration today, and we did goat yoga, which was really awesome. We did a yoga session on the side of a volcano. A beautiful side of a volcano, not like lava, with a gorgeous view of the ocean with baby goats who just jumped all over us and played all over us and tried to eat my pants. And it was fabulous. It was a lot of fun. But I'm exhausted. So, oh, they say happy birthday. She's over there. Oh, good. Oh, I'm so glad. All right, everybody. So I think that's going to be it for today. I'm going to sign off. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your weekend. And yeah, I hope if you did celebrate, I hope you had this past yesterday. I hope that you have phenomenal leftovers. That's like my favorite thing. And yeah, and I wish you all the absolute best. As always, blessed be and aloha. See you later, guys.